sorry, from 17 once again. This is more E3 2018 coverage. And here's a slightly sillier entry, which I do not believe is a new game, but I've never seen it before, so I'm going to cover it. It's called My Friend Pedro, and it seems to be a crazy, balletic, gunplay-fueled, violent, arcadey romp, puzzle-solvey-esque game that has a little bit of maybe Hotline Miami in it and various other titles, got a little bit of Max Payne in it, a little bit of Hard Boiled in it, and you play as a banana, I think, or someone who looks a lot like a banana, which is kind of interesting. But it looks really silly, really goofy, really ultra-violent, and I can't wait to play it, because I like these kind of games. It also reminds me a little bit of Twin Caliber, if anybody played that on the PS2. That was a weird game. But this is also a really long trailer too. There's 12 minutes of this. So he's playing all kinds of basketball with explosive cans and then shooting them and they explode, and there's these counterweight puzzles. There's a shotgun blast just then. He does the weird... He's kicking people's heads into people and it's killing them. There's a nice sign to deflect the pellets from the shotgun. There's the spinning Mac-10s. That's a frying pan. So there's all kind of deflection techniques that you can do here. As he's on a motorcycle doing a backwards flip, and on a skateboard doing flips, kicking skateboards into people's faces, doing all kinds of reverts and shifts and twists. So now the developers are going to start talking, or the press release people are going to start talking, and we're going to get a little bit of a slower look at exactly what this is. I don't know if this is the start of the game. I've never listened to the people talk. I like the ambiguity and the innocence of just kind of getting my own impression. But shifting between focuses here, we have the banana, who I believe is called Pedro, or you're called Pedro, and whoever he is, we don't know. But you wake up... Yeah, he is called Pedro, so the banana is called Pedro, and we're not a banana. We are indeed a man wearing yellow colours with a banana sign on his back. So you can see that it's saying press E to go through the dialogue, and it's showing you the options here. AD moves, you look around with the mouse, and space jumps. So it's a much slower introduction here, getting used to the movement and the traversal. Here's the wall jump. Time you jump with a nice spacebar press, and you can do a nice wall kick. Boom. Physics on it look like it's built to slow down, so it's a little bit more dramatic. So more talking here from Pedro, but I believe that this is a game that was made on something else. Maybe Newgrounds or something like that, and this might be a more redefined version of it, but I'm not entirely certain about that, guys. But now that we have a pistol, you'll notice that he has 3 bars of HP, and he has some kind of slow motion meter, which I'm assuming governs his ability to do bullet time. But here is a butcher, who is our first target. And then there's a buddy next to him. We're also taking cover, which could be just fundamentally for the cutscene here to introduce these characters, or cover might be a mechanic for people that don't want to play this at 90 miles per hour. That guy walks away. He's probably going to be the boss of the level, and now we get to go through the level, so time to take this guy down. Immediately, you can see ammunition on the bottom right. You see the bullets in his clip, and you can see that he's got infinite ammunition, and it says press Q to change. As he hops forward now, bounce off the wall, starts shooting him. A couple of shots puts him down. There's the reload symbol on the screen. 2 more guys here behind boxes that do deconstruct, and he takes a bullet, which doesn't do that much damage, and then he heals it quite quickly. So there's regenerating life at least. A couple more guys just over there. Dude in a red tracksuit representing the old mafiosa families. And Pedro's back, asking us if we've drunk enough water. Oh, interesting. What's this? Some kind of strange... Oh, he did a corkscrew. That looked sweet. So it's introducing the tutorial to you here. It's introducing you to the idea of using focus. And you activate that by pressing shift. Interesting. Shoot grandma's vases, or vase, depending on how you say it. Interesting. You can separate your aim. Oh, that's sweet. Obviously, we saw him do it in the trailer, but we didn't really get any kind of context for it. You can lock on? Wow. Interesting, so you lock onto one guy, and then you're free to shoot the other guy. So you lock onto the one who's difficult to hit, and then focus on the one who's easy, but if you're playing this on mouse and keyboard, they should all be easy to hit. Couple of hits there, tracksuit guy takes a bullet. Air spin split kill. There's the 2 times multiplier. Haven't seen any kind of meter at the moment conveying that he's keeping his combo other than when you kill people. Traditionally games like this have the number on the screen and they show you the time limit of when it decays, so you have an understanding of how long you have to find another target before continuing on the scoring. Because a game such as this will live and die by its scoring system in a lot of ways, so I hope it is good. Let's see. There's a strange machine here. What was that? Oh, so when you dodge, you must have some kind of iframes, because he dodged directly through that barrage and he took no damage. Here we go. I hope the story in this is surprisingly good and irreverent and silly. I think the banana is going to betray you. I wonder how many weapons it has too. Double pistols is always the classic, but it's nice when you've got a combination. I do like the look of the graphics too. The areas look appropriately dim and decrepit as he's skating around and shooting dudes. Oh, there you go, bottom of the screen. See it now, how it's turned up? It shows you your combat meter, it shows you what move you used to kill the last guy, and it shows you the diminishing points of the skills that you're using. That's sweet. And of course the middle circle is how long you've got to reset that modifier to get that score building. That's exactly what it needed, and it's got it, so that's good news. And it just looks so sweet, dude. I'm already thinking of how you're going to chain the full level together, because it just looks like that kind of game. And that was one of the things that always bugged me about Hotline Miami. I loved how it looked, I loved how it played, I loved the soundtrack, I thought the games were amazing. But scoring was always kind of a pain in the dick, because the games weren't really designed to carry a full chain through a full level, because you just die too quickly. So the only real way to get big combos, like this guy's doing right here effortlessly, is by baiting everybody into the same door and fucking them up in mass. But after that, you don't really have enough time to continue the score unless perhaps you use one of those specific masks to let you do it. And I always felt like it could have been a little bit more accommodating for score, to make score running a bit more appealing. But in the end, all you really want to do is, as I mentioned, kind of bait them all into a choke point and kill them all in rapid succession, or do it really, really quickly so that you're moving so quickly that you're killing them all fast by virtue of that. And some levels that works beautifully on, but some of them it really doesn't. So I always kind of felt like the scoring wasn't as fun as it could have been, whereas this looks superb. It's got all the modifiers there, it's got a ranking at the end. I hope all the levels are about that long as well. One of the things that I think these kind of games do really well is when it's short and snappy, so that it's not, 5 to 10 minute missions, minute-long missions, 2-minute-long missions, so that you're constantly getting, those little bursts of gameplay interspersed with everything else and the good feelings of knowing that you've passed a section and you're moving on. Wow, he's getting right into it with the Mac 10s. Times 11 combo. Every time I look at that score at the moment, it reminds me of Tony Hawk 3, which is always a good thing. Oh wow, just took that guy down. Nobody left now though. He's losing it, he's losing it. Oh wow, that's really accommodating then. And then there's that handy explosive there. There's Pedro popping up to do something. He's kicking the head. Oh, you can aim what you kick. That's cool. That's really sweet. There's his 16 combo. Gets him 183,000 points. And then he drops down here into this meat processing area. That dude throws a knife. He shoots the knife. He kicks the knife. Oh, wow. That's crazy. And now he's reflecting bullets off of the frying pans. Get some ricochet kills. 4 times multiplier. Kicking the frying pan into the air. Proceeding to bounce bullets off it. Which is pretty sweet. I can't believe that works. That's so dumb but so great. Everybody's dead. Needs to push forward. He's running out of time. Oh, there it goes. 7 multiplier. Is he going to throw the pipe? Oh, wow. Throws the pan through the window, kicks the pan at that dude, and then bounces bullets off it. If they can keep up this level of creativity with all the shit you can do for the full game, it'll be something else. Because most games like this that have this really cool gimmick, they have one or two moments to it, and then it's by midway through the game, they've not introduced anything new, and you've kind of seen it all. It's blown its load, right? Bulletstorm had that problem. Sunset Overdrive had that problem. The Club had that problem. A lot of these games have these cool scoring ideas and skillful killing and all that kind of stuff. They generally don't have much to them. Even Stranglehold had that issue. The first level on Stranglehold has all these wonderful setups to kill people with signs and chain kills, and then come Mission 3, there's almost no opportunities to do that. So it's one of those things where the concept is great, but the level design doesn't always complement it. So I'm really hoping that this can maintain it. And even if it can't, the best way to counter that, if you can't maintain it, is just make it kind of short. Make it short but sweet with enough replay value to make people want to come back. Interesting. Was the video just then showing you what you could have done in that room? If so, that sounds awesome. I love the idea of them teasing bits of information and different strategies on the level you've just passed to incentivize you to experiment and go back. That sounds really, really sweet. This looks cool too. This is the vehicle footage. This looks way harder than the other footage though there. It looked like he was taking damage. So he's flipping in the bike, shooting people, leaning out of cars, riding up the car, into the flip, doing wheelies, all kinds of crazy backwards jumps and things. I wonder how difficult it is to aim in these sections, because it looks like you might only be able to aim in increments away from yourself. I wonder how free this is. The reticle makes it look a bit restricted to parallels, but I guess when we play it we'll find out. Times 11 multiplayer. I love that shifting bottom score. It looks so sweet. Times 15. Times 16. Boom. Oh, so that screen at the end of the mission, just then, the guy was explaining that it actually takes a part of your performance and you can turn it into a GIF or a screenshot of some sort. So it wasn't the game showing you what you could have done, it was showing you what you did do, which is equally cool, I guess. But thank you for watching. That is My Name is Pedro, and you take care now.